Well, my earliest musical memories come from the time that I was a toddler. I was really um, very young, very little, and the earliest music that I remember was listening at home. Earth, Wind and Fire, Stevie Wonder, all this great music from Barry White, a lot of disco music, Motown, jazz. So basically, my whole family, my parents, my uncles, uh, my auntie, everyone was involved in that kind of music. For some reason, my parents, when they met each other when they were younger, they had very similar taste in music, and I think even that was part of the essence that got them together. So well, I think that all of that somehow had a positive repercussion in my life because I grew up listening that music, and I connected with that music since very very young. Since basically I was a baby, and I don't know the music in other way. For me, it's unusual because in Mexican families, that's not the type of music that back in those days families would listen at home. But for some reason, I was a lucky person to grow up with that music, and well, I'm a very lucky guy because that music is the best music out there. My top three albums of all times. Well, that's a very complicated question, especially when you listen so much music. It's hard to make a decision. I don't know if I could if I could come up with three albums, but well, I'm gonna speak just randomly because there are many that I could say now three of my favorites, and tomorrow they're gonna be different. But the basic albums that I remember, for example, is the Earth, Wind and Fire. I Am. That album really, I remember since I was a kid that listened to that album. I played it myself, and I was crazy for the music in that album. Every song is just fantastic. And in my opinion, Earth, Wind and Fire is the best band of all times. Another favorite album of mine is the Gino Vanelli, the Brother to Brother. Wow, that album it's like a revolution in music. The arrangement, the concept of mixing rock, jazz, soul. It's a very eclectic album, and the mix of genders is very interesting. It's very innovative for the time that it was done. So well, I can say that that was one of my favorite albums. Gino Vanelli is one of my favorite artists of all time. And what else? Well, probably Stevie Wonder, In the Key of Life. Fantastic album, one of the best albums ever. One of the most beautiful albums. Very complete, very complex, very well structured. Every song is just fantastic. The geniality of Stevie Wonder is at another level, and he continues to be one of the top artists even up to date. So Stevie Wonder is the man. What can I say? He's my idol, and well, it's fantastic. But there are other albums. All the music by Barry White, fantastic album. Jerome, Chick Corea, Simply Red. I don't know. There are many fantastic artists that I could mention now, but yeah, I could say that those three albums are very much in my mind. So I could classify them in the top three of my favorite albums of all time. Well, I could say I don't think that I could say it's one song. I think it's two songs, if you allow me. One of them is from another dimension that I did a collaboration with the amazing Dawn Tallman. She's a impressive singer that has collaborated with the most important artists of the world in many music genres. But you know, she has been with Little Louis Vega, with Bob Sinclair. She has worked with many fantastic gospel artists, and she's a very solicited singer with many house music producers that are at the top on the lead of the house music. She's one of the favorite singers that you know, she gets called all the time because she's fantastic. And not only she sings it beautifully, but she also arranges harmonies fantastic in a fantastic way. And I know it was an honor to have her on my music. I am really honored and I'm very happy because the song is beautiful. It's a mix of house music with jazz. It has a live orchestra recorded on the session. This arrangement was made by my friend and backbone of my project, Miguel Ángel Flores, also known as Fakir. He's a fantastic musician in Mexico. He's one of the best musicians I have ever met in my life. He's a genius. He's full of creative ideas, and he knows how to arrange beautifully. And actually, I learned a lot from him about the way to arrange music. And well, that song is like the you know, like the top point of my music creativity, because all what I learned from my dad, from my uncle Enrique Moya, from Miguel, and from other really very good friends. It was like the, you know, like the moment that I exploded all this learning process, and the composition, the arrangement, and everything that we did together exploded in a beautiful song, very fantastic. As I tell you, it's house music mixed with jazz, and also on top of that we have the fortune to count on the bass line of the amazing bass player Melton Lee Davis, who is also one of the top musicians of our times. He's a master of his instrument, and well, you know, this song is a top song, and I love my song. And also I have the other song that I'm maybe on the same level of collaborations. The Miracle of Life with Ellis Hall. Ellis Hall is also one of the top artists and very talented. He's a record force of nature because he has a lot of creativity, a lot of talent. He sings beautifully. He arranges. He's a musician. I don't know. He's a genius in all the sense of the word, and I had the honor to count on his talent as well. So for me, I put those songs in the same level because I am very proud of what we did. The song is fantastic, and that song also was inspiring when my son Alejandro was born. I had this inspiration, and then when I presented the song to Ellis, he told me immediately, let's do it. I love the song, and I'm going to bring very beautiful ideas to your song, and he did. Well, one of the most memorable moments of my music career is when one of my songs was selected by the amazing and the superstar Brazilian singer Flora Pudim. She is one of the elite and the top artists from Brazil music, from Brazil jazz, and the story of the song is kind of very long, but in conclusion, she selected my song to be recorded in her latest album, If You Will, and it's a beautiful album. It's full of fantastic songs, different songs. Not all the songs are like the same mood. It's a very how can I say? It has a lot of variations in the music styles, rhythms, and well, she, I had the honor that she chose my song. She put it there. She recorded the song, and this album was nominated for the Best Latin Jazz Album on the Grammy Awards of 2023. And you know, the song is part of the album, so I'm not sure if the nomination counts for me, but I don't think that we never talked about it. But the fact that my music was part of an album nominated for a Grammy makes me feel so proud, so happy, and it's quite an accomplishment. And you know, just the fact that a top singer, a superstar like Flora Purim, she enjoyed my song, she liked the song, and she wanted to be part of her latest job, which is a fantastic album. I don't know, man, it blew my mind when I received the news that she liked the song and she wanted to record, she wanted to include it on her album. Was fantastic. I felt very honored, very happy, and on top of that, it went to a Grammy nominated project. So that's quite an accomplishment. That's probably one of the proudest moments of my career. Well, yes, of course. There's a lot of music yet to be done, to be created. I have a lot of collaborations yet to come that are in the works. I have a lot of songs that I'm working on the composition, on the structure, on developing the concept, the arrangement. So yeah, there's a lot of music yet to be done. We still have a lot of great ideas, great music, great collaborations, and the one that I can say that is almost done, but maybe yet to be released maybe next year, is a collaboration that I have with the amazing singer Andrea Love from Chicago, and she is one of the best singers of the world. She's a fantastic singer. She's a beautiful person, and well, I had the honor to count on her, on her talent and her creativity. My song also, she's a wonderful musician. She arranges harmonies like you know, impressive work. And this song is an arrangement by my great friend since I was a little kid. He's a friend of my uncle Enrique Moya. My friend Jesus Rodriguez, I call him Chucho. Chucho Rodriguez is an amazing musician, friend, arranger. You know, he's a top musician also in Mexico. He has worked with the most important artists since he was young, so he is a tremendous keyboard piano player with an academic formation that is second to none. And he honored me with his arrangement on my song, and I have the honor to count again with the fantastic Aito Moreira, with Milton Lee Davis, with also Krishna Booker on the percussions, with Andrea Love on the vocals, and on the keyboard part by Chucho Rodriguez. And this song is soon to be released. For one reason or another, we have delayed the song a little bit. We are looking for doing the perfect product, the perfect mix. So we're still working on some details, fine details before releasing the song, but the concept of the song is basically done, and it's going to be a very, very beautiful song. So just be patient because it's going to be amazing. And also, well, I can say I'm going to keep recording house music, but also I like to record other types of music. Because at the end of the day, I grew up listening a lot of music, so I just produce music as my creativity and my taste and my heart dictates. And that's the music that I release. I don't want to get like just attached to one style. I like to do many styles of music, and what comes from my soul, from my heart, that's the music that I'm gonna put out for everyone to enjoy. And thank you so much for this interview. I appreciate very much your time and that you listen to my music. See you soon.